Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Harish, and in this channel, I showcase various no-code tools using which you can create web apps, mobile apps, Alexa skills, or Google Actions, or even chatbots. And in this specific video, I'm going to address one concern that one of my subscribers raised is that they wanted to see a demo of Alexa asking multiple questions to the user and then taking the response and storing the response in a Google Sheet. So there are multiple ways to do it, and I'm going to show you one simple way of asking multiple questions and storing the multiple responses, and then sending all of this to a Google Sheet, right? So let's get started. The first step for that is obviously go to voiceflow.com. If you don't have an account, make sure you create an account. I've already created an Excel sheet where I've added four headers. So there are going to be four questions that we ask the users, which is name, their father's name, favorite color, and what their country is. So let's get started. I'm going to name this conversation example demo and then click on continue. This I'm just showing this as an Alexa skill. You can also do the same for Google Assistant. So I'm going to click on Alexa skill, create project, and in the canvas I will show you how to build the question. So the first step is obviously to ask the first question. So I'm going to use the speak block. Speak block is used to ask questions to the user. So I'm going to ask the first question, which is what is your name, right? So let's do that. What's your name? You can add multiple messages here for Alexa to ask the user. How do you do that? You click on these three dots and randomize the output and add another system one where we can add a different way to ask the name of the user, which is can you please help me with your name, right? So Alexa will randomly pick one of these and read it out to the user. So I'll link the start block to this so that it knows where to start. And now the next step is obviously to capture the response. So there is a capture block right here. I'm going to drop it here and capture the response. So here the slot type is obviously name, so there is first name that you can use and capture the input to. This is a variable where you have to store the response. So what I will do is I will do user underscore name and click on create. So user underscore name variable will have the name of the user. Now similarly we'll ask the other three questions as well. So I'm just going to duplicate these three more times, so we have four questions. Also, please note that you can rename all these. So I'm going to say this name, father's name. This is just for you to be able to identify easily if you have like a complex structure of multiple blocks, right? So the next one is color and country, right? So for color, we'll do. Now I'm going to remove the random inputs and just ask only one. So it's going to be favorite color. And then in the capture block, I'm going to change this to color and change this to user underscore color and click on create. So we have the third question ready, and we'll ask father's name. So again, I'm going to remove the unrandomized inputs and delete the second one and have only one. What's your father's name, right? And once this is done, it goes to this block, and once this is done, it goes to this block. Once this is done, it goes to this block. So we would have still do the country part. So I'm going to remove the same process, right? So here it is, which country are you from? And then the response will be user underscore country, create, and the input type is country. And here the father's name also has to be changed, so user underscore father underscore name, right? That's it. So we've created four different questions and linked all of them in an order. And now we have all the variables where the user response is being stored in. And now the last step is obviously to send this to Google Sheets. So Google Sheet integration is built into Voiceflow. So all you have to do is just to Google Sheets. And here we're going to do create data. So if you're creating a new row every single time you get a response, you should use create data. And if you're updating a specific row, I've already made a video on that. I'll link that video in the description below. uh, so we'll do create data, and then if your account is already linked in, it will show up here. If not, you can click on add user and add another account. So I'm going to click on my account that is already linked in, and now the spreadsheet is Alexa responses. So I'll click on this and do Alexa responses as my spreadsheet, and then the sheet is obviously the first sheet, right? If you look at this is the sheet. If you have multiple sheets, you can select which sheet to send the data to. So yep, with values, so it already pulls the 4 columns that we have. So now we'll have to just assign the user responses here. So user underscore name here. The second one will have user to curly braces and user underscore father name, and the favorite color is user underscore color, and the last one is obviously user underscore country. Next, you can also test the integration where you enter these values manually, but what we will do is we'll do that at the end of it. So now I'm linking the fourth question to the API block so that now the integration is done. And when it is a success, obviously Alexa will say thank you for sharing your information. And if it's a failure, Alexa will say please try again. So for that, we'll just need 2 speak blocks. So I'm going to drop 2 speak blocks here and just add the appropriate message. Make sure you always handle both the success and failure so that the skill is more user friendly and it doesn't end up abruptly or close abruptly, right? So for success, we will say thank you for sharing your information and probably read the responses out. Thank you for sharing your information and probably user underscore name. Then we can add a break of a second, and then your father's name is user. As you notice, curly braces is always used to get the variables, right? And father's name is this. Your favorite color is user underscore color, and you are from user underscore country. And now if the integration fails, what should Alexa do? So let's respond with please try again after some time. And now in case while Alexa is asking this question, the user says help instead of responding, the skill will lead to the help flow. So there are multiple flows that you get when you create a skill. So one is help and stop, and obviously the start flow, which is like your main flow where you build the skill. And you can create multiple flows to reduce the complexity in one canvas as well. I'll do that in subsequent videos to showcase how you can create flows and uh, remove parts of this one canvas and have multiple flows so that it is much more easier to handle those scenarios, right? So you can also go to help flow, and when the user says help, you can also say what Alexa should do. So here you can say you said help, do you want to continue? If the user says yes, you should be able to give a response. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a speak block and say, so if the user says yes after saying help, it will read out this message, right? Ideally, the message that you use here should be information about your skill so that you help the user understand what the skill does and how it is probably using the information you're trying to capture, right? And let me quickly go back to the home canvas where the whole skill is built on, and looks like everything is set. So let's quickly test this and see if the data is getting stored. So I'm going to do prototype and test this. To test this on a physical device, what you can do is upload to Alexa so that it gets uploaded to your Amazon developer account, and you can test this on Alexa app on your Android phone or iOS or even on a physical device. For that, you'll have to upload this first. But you can also test the whole canvas in the prototype tab itself. So let's see what happens here. Yeah.
What's your name? What's your father's name? What's your favorite color? Which country are you from? Thank you for sharing your information, Harish. Your father's name is Harish's dad. Your favorite color is black and you are from India.
That's it. That's pretty much how you. Oh, sorry. Looks like this is. Yeah. So that's pretty much how you can create a conversation, get multiple responses from the user, and store them in variables, and then send them to the Google Sheet, right? So I'll look at the Google Sheet, and I have the information that is filled in here. So, yep, if you like this video, please drop a like to this video down below. And if you have any questions and if you want different types of demos like this, please feel free to drop a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing and support the channel so that I can make more such videos. All you have to do is just click on the subscribe button and make it gray from red. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and peace.